Good evening from InvestSharp.com. This is Randy Smotone with your Thursday, December the 23rd market update. So another day, a decent day, mostly sideways, but market continues to hold up well. We had the dollar, gold, and copper were down. Silver was mostly flat, and oil was up. Light sweet crude futures were up $1.03 to settle at $91.51 a barrel. So we're headed towards that 100. It looks like anyway. And so the dollar ETF UUP had a little bit of selling, a little volume actually came back in, a little bit of selling here. Over to the West Texas Intermediate Crude Point Figure Chart, printed another new box right up here. Still have this same bullish price objective, that hasn't changed. Let's take a look at the Dow. The Dow was the only one that finished the day on positive, is up 0.12%, up 14 points to 11,573. Still looks good here. Let's take a look at the Russell. The Russell was the weakest for the second day in a row, which has been in this tight little wedge pattern. And of course, which didn't finish, fine. I mean, it didn't go anywhere either. So we'll see what happens if it comes out of that or not. I have been talking about, and who knows how long it'll take it to play out, that with the MACD has not been looking too great on the 60-minute chart on the Russell, right? As we're going up, you'd like to see the MACD rising with us, and the MACD is making these lower highs. So we'll see, but sometimes that divergence takes a while to play out, but it usually does play out over time. SPX still holding in there, still looks fine. Didn't do much of anything. Little tiny doji, pretty equal buying and selling. NASDAQ, same thing. Very neutral, little tiny movement today. Let's take a look at the GLD. GLD still looks, fine here. Hasn't there's been really light volume here on gold, and gold continues to hold up all right. And the silver ETF SLV, still looks fine as well. And you redraw this, it's the uptrend line. I mean, it's still for the most part pretty intact, looks fine. Copper via the JGC also holding up. It really just isn't, it's pretty much more of the same. FXE actually got a little bit of a bounce today here on the euro. Probably helped some of the commodities just a little bit. It certainly probably didn't hurt any. And in the volatility index, did get a little bounce, up 6.6% volatility. And of course, we're in this kind of a wedge looking thing here. And the MACD's turned back up a little bit. Let's take a look at the ES. So, whoops, kind of don't have that to where you can hardly see it there, huh? So, we started pulling back here part of the day, and let me pull this up here. There we go. So this goes back to December the 19th, right? We've touched, so we have this uptrend line right around the 1250 mark, and we did bounce off of it in the afternoon, and so we're still holding above it. And so again, this is a 1 hour chart on the S&P E-mini futures. So again, like I said, it looks fine as well until we break down. Then we probably have some more downside, but until that happens, wouldn't be too worried about it. Over to the McClellan oscillator, and of course with this slow move, slow grind, it's not going to be moving a whole lot. So still right around that 15, so not much movement. And the NY, and this is the NASDAQ here, NASDAQ McClellan, same. So we're still very neutral. Over here is overbought, down here is oversold. Still pretty neutral. When we move this slow, it's not going to move the McClellan much. And let's go take a look at the sectors. So 7 of the 16 sectors we follow finished in the green. The gold index had the largest percent gain, up 0.99%. And the home construction index was the weakest, down 2.71%. Kind of took a little breather. It had been on quite a run there. course, no chart watch the last day of the week, and markets are closed tomorrow for the holidays, and so I will post my weekly watch list on Sunday evening, as always. And we don't have any economic data on Monday, so we don't have any data to worry about there. Let's go over here and we'll take a look at some of the charts here on GLD. I mean, most of this stuff hasn't, or gold hasn't changed much. This is the point figure, the continuous contract. Bullish price objective, $1,610 an ounce. We'd have to go way down here and print about 320 to go on a sell signal on gold. Silver continues to hold up fine. We'd have to go down here to about this, the one box. We'd have to take out this prior column of O's. So we'd have to print one box lower to 25, and that would put us on a sell signal on silver, but it looks fine right now. Copper, bullish price objective of $5.04, and we're right here. So we're not all that far off from it, which doesn't mean anything happens when we get there. We can go higher after that, but that's the current one based on this the pattern that the point figure chart calculated or is using. And what else? And that's about all really. Nat gas, which doesn't move enough to really change anything. We keep looking at it, and always it's had this bearish price objective for I don't know how long, months and months and months. So we're right in here, this $4.10 mark. So no change there either. Of course, current market signals, no change to those. We haven't been moving much. Still all on buys. Everything looks great. Here's a price objective. Doesn't necessarily mean it'll be met, but price objective. So, all right. So that's really all I have for today. Hope everyone has a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and best wishes to you and yours. Thanks.